Welcome back to God, Dicks, and Puns. In this week's episode, we have a quite significant change to the podcast as we welcome Nathan and we bid farewell to our lovable yet eccentric Brom Hilda as we welcome our lovely and quite brutal cleric, as you will see. This week, our characters will be making their way to the Rusty Dragon Inn, and they will strike up the best conversations we ever heard alongside local nobleman Mr. Aldern Foxglove. Despite them hoping for a more relaxed night, Sheriff Hemlock does have other plans for the group. So please enjoy Episode 3, Wonderful Conversationalists. Anybody want to do the recap?
Basically, we're in the town of Sandpoint.
Yes.
We had a fun time doing like carnival-esque activities. It was a festival that was occurring.
Yeah, the Swallowtail Festival, yes.
And by pure coincidence, our characters met. Meanwhile, there's also this weird-ass shaman that just pretended like she was from the theater. And then next thing you know, goblins appeared. And we fought, yes, the classic goblin attack. Quite fun, actually. And we kind of whooped their asses, right, Dan and Remy?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
I think whooping their asses is the absolutely appropriate term. Only one of you got hit once, and that was because of a crit.
Yeah.
And then she decided to, instead of keep fighting, go seduce a random NPC, so...
Yeah.
All right. And that's where we left off. So after massacring multiple innocent goblins that only wanted to eat and burn things, we ended the session, right?
We're
Yep.
invited by two different people to go to a certain inn.
Yes.
One was the one that Suzette was seducing,
Mm-hmm.
and then was the owner, I think, of said inn.
It was the daughter of the owner of said inn. Do you remember?
Okay.
Do you remember what said inn was?
I forgot the name. Also remember we tortured a goblin, or interrogated, not tortured.
Well,
Yes,
I mean, we
and-
kind of
Oh,
waterboarded
yeah, okay.
him by
And-
attaching him to a fountain, so...
So after the fight, you guys went back to see the goblin that you had chained onto the fountain. You found him half dead from drowning off of the water pouring off of it. They essentially told you that the leader was one of you Longshanks, and that something happened. That there was something to do with the graveyard, but that they themselves did not know anything about that because it was so secret. Otherwise, you had Ameko Kaijitsu, who told you guys to go to the Rusty Dragon. Well, who gave you guys a free week's stay at the Rusty Dragon Inn.
Mm-hmm.
And you also had... Oh, and they also sang quite a wonderful song. The goblins, that is.
Two songs.
Oh, right. We be goblin. Wait, Dan would probably knew it more than me.
food!
Yep.
Yeah, essentially the guy that... Oh, yes, Mr. Foxglove, who had invited you guys to go to the Rusty Dragon Inn so he could probably thank you for saving his life and to continue on with Suzette, whom he had touched the breast while helping her remove an arrow from her shoulder.
Rusty Dragon Inn.
Yes. All right, so this is the information you guys have.
And
And
I slit the throat of the... Last session, I slit the throat of the goblin after he just started screaming something. I don't remember what.
you see a mix of blood and water pouring out. You're not sure which is which.
He had just started screaming the same word over and over and over again repeatedly, and my character has slit his throat. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Nobody knows Goblinoid?
I haven't
He was screaming the word in common.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it was the same thing over and over again. He was basically no longer talking.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All right. So
But no, I do not speak goblin.
No, that's unfortunate.
So as you guys have just slit the throat of the goblin, you have Sheriff Hemlock come up to you guys and say, "Is everybody okay? Did anybody perish in the attack?"
I nearly did, but I survived.
I blame God for that one.
Blame God for that.
By God, I mean DM.
It's Devla and his best friend Delaf is okay, right, Delaf?
Yes, we appear to be so. The goblin did mention something about cemetery and their leader being there.
Yes, we actually had heard about something of the sort. We actually had to deal with some things on our own, and one of my men came to see me, gave me the same information. Hang on, Suzette, I heard that you got hurt. I actually have somebody here that may be able to assist you with that, but let's not impose that on them. However, it may be an opportune moment to introduce this person. And Nathan, who do we see?
I have my token. Oh, there is it. Okay, yeah.
Yes. I'm giving you control in once as we speak. So who do we see?
How do I show everybody? Oh, there we go. Ah!
Wow.
Okay, unfortunately, I do not have that kind of fancy armor. It's just a chain shirt with adventuring clothing. But that's pretty much what she looks like. She has 2 pole arms, the halberd and a ranseur, I believe it's called.
Rapier?
Nope.
Oh.
Those things are expensive, okay? They're super expensive. Glaive and halberd. Glaive in hand, halberd on back. And she just walks up, waves her hand. She's a pretty fucking... Oh shit, there's no height and weight thing on this thing, is there?
There is.
Where is it?
Well, weight is there, height is not, if I recall.
Height is there too. It's in your race.
In my
your
race. Oh no, I mean on the character sheet. That must have been something I missed. Because it wasn't on the character sheet.
No,
I'll just write it off on the side somewhere. Sorry.
I mean, honestly, I'm not keeping track really of encumbrance as of right now. The way I handle it is that you guys, anything that you're gonna have that's not very pertinent to your characters, you're gonna have like on a card or something of the sort. We're gonna deal with that detail once we get there. But I'm not one for dealing with encumbrance.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that.
What was that for, Dan?
Oh, I was actually just checking what my actual height was. I want to see if she was very short and very tall.
Sorry about that. It's something I missed though. Okay, so she's about about halfway between 5 foot and 6 foot. She's pretty well stocked. She's okay looking. She just walks up and she just takes up her hand and she waves a little bit. She doesn't say anything.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. I feel so much better already.
Devlak turns around to Detlef and kind of like nudges him with his elbow. He's like, Detlef, I say this is your lucky day. Go talk to her. I say you might got a chance.
Oh my god. She hears this and she just like squints her eyes at you.
It's okay, Devlak. I'm not currently looking for any sort of romantic excursions.
Mm-hmm.
Pleased to meet you. You said your name was?
My friend call me Try.
Try?
She seems to have a feminine but yet deep voice. And she shakes your hand.
A pleasure.
She grunts.
What a friendly party.
Devlak turns left, right? He's like, this is. I'm Devlak. Nice to meet you. I'm Devlak. And Sue is over there. And would you like to be my friend? Just for context, by the way, he's losing his. He doesn't have his front teeth, so he imagine like. Yeah, he kind of has a hippopotamus thing. Yeah, and has like A part of it, yeah. He looks like that.
Oh my god.
He is not a pretty fella.
Oh my god. She goes pretty much like left to right, pointing. What's your name? I guess she points at where's her left?
I think that would be me.
I think it would be here.
I don't know who. I don't know who characters and who's NPCs, unfortunately.
Oh,
But our name is also under our name, under our pictures, under
Okay, there we go.
on Roll20.
I can't click them.
I am Suzette Chaton de Maupertuis, but most people call me Sue. I thank you greatly for. I thank you greatly for.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know where
Okay.
My name is Suzette Chaton de Maupertuis, and I thank you kindly for healing me. Most people call me Sue.
I will call you soon. I can't click it. I can't click it.
You can't click what?
Crowman.
Oh, click. What are you trying to do? Anyway,
I'm asking your name.
he does a very slight bow and that's off. Pleased to meet you.
Because keep in mind, you guys can't see each other. I'm the only one that can see your icons. I actually think you guys.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. God damn it. Okay, so he goes Sue, Detlef, and Oh my god, Detlef.
Yeah.
Now I got what you guys saying.
This is what we discovered after starting the session.
Yep.
We didn't plan it.
I'll pretty much call you Shorty and Detlef.
I got a nickname. They the best day ever. I got a nickname and a best friend. Same goddamn day. This is amazing.
Jesus Christ.
So as you guys
gods.
Just been.
as you guys are having these theatrics, you see this the local nobleman known as Sirdak Drokus that comes up to Lady Shaman over there that we named Brom Hilda, correct?
Yep.
Oh my god.
And essentially he tells her, "Well, that was quite a show. That was quite an impressive feat. I see that that you're as good as a combatant as what I hope you to be good in theatrics. Would you care to come with me and join my crowd?"
Why, yes, of course.
Well, how
Sure.
very quaint. Let us move and start with your training instantly. I don't think that these people will need of you anymore, especially now that I need you now.
Oh my god.
Of course not.
Of
These
course.
are peasants. I live for the theater.
So, all right, these guys get out of here. And now the stage is yours to decide what exactly you want to do.
Detlef turns to Devlak. Well, I'm fairly new to the city, but I think we should try and find out what's going on in that cemetery and try to find the leader of these goblins if we ever wish to live in peace.
Well, I thought we were invited to the bar.
Yeah, I appreciate the idea, Detlef, and you're my best friend, but don't you want to drink a bit?
Yeah, celebrate.
Celebrate what? Their leader is still out there killing.
Yeah, but celebrating surviving.
All the local town guards and all that will take care of it. If they need us, they know where to find us.
Yeah.
Do they? Yes,
How
they do.
close are we to the cemetery?
The cemetery is actually just on the other side of the cathedral.
About how many like 200 feet?
Well, this is about you guys are seeing half of the cathedral actual size right there. So about 120, maybe 140 feet away that side. Literally, like, I don't have it on the map, but you know what? Actually, guys, I'm gonna put you here. And the cemetery is actually literally, god damn it. Here, Tool, thank you, there. And you guys are here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the cemetery is right by you.
It's a
Otherwise,
quick stroll.
and otherwise, the inn where you guys were invited were down here.
It's
Okay.
kind of on the way.
I guess we can stop by.
So you guys go to the cemetery?
Yeah. Actually, before we go there, I whispered to my friend, or actually, I tell my friend, but nobody else hears me, to go. My shadowy friend, not Devlock. Sorry. To go see what's going on the other side of the church, at the cemetery, and tell me what's happening. So I sent him forward.
All right.
Oh, and not to attack anything.
Yeah.
As you know.
So is he trying to stealth through, or is he actually just like walking?
Oh, he's stealthing through the whole time. Especially
Alright.
he's walking in the shadows the entire time.
Okay, you don't need to roll stealth. They don't notice you, but when it comes back, it tells you that currently the big mean sheriff guy and the holy dude are over there trying to figure out some stuff, looking through stuff.
Who are?
The priest
Okay.
and the well, these two guys that I'm gonna bring back right here.
Okay.
These two are actually over there trying to figure out some stuff. So
Alright,
this is Father Absalar Xanthus,
Mhm.
and this Mayor Sheriff Hemlock.
Well, Devlak, if you really want to go have a drink, go ahead. But I want to go see how are things on the other side.
Devlak feels a lot luckier with their last round, so Devlak thinks she's going for you.
What?
We're going to follow you.
Devlak is going to follow you because he feels like he's a lot luckier with Detlef around, you know?
Okay. First time you said that, all I heard was Devlak, 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 Devlak.
Fair enough. Touche.
Oh god, I love this shit.
And then Devlak turns around to, and I apologize to Nathan's character, and is like, hey, what's your name, Dan?
Her eyes widen. What?
You have to try to remember
Try to remember what?
her name. Try.
I don't even know what that thing said.
Wait, no, sorry. What's Nathan? What's your character's name, Nathan? Because I heard try as in TRY.
Try.
T-R-I, but yeah, it's Try. She says my people call me Try.
Yeah, it's Devlak, you have to try to remember her name, or sorry, Devlak, you need to try. I'm getting all my accents mixed up. You need to try harder to remember her name, do you?
I got it. I'll try harder. So what's your name, miss?
Her eyes are closed, and she's just like taking a deep breath. My name. She says, "My name is Astrid."
It's Astrid? Well, that's a wonderful name, miss. I'll call you Trid for short, all right?
Okay.
Oh my god. All right. So as you guys start heading towards the entrance of the cathedral, you actually are greeted by both Sheriff Hemlock and Father Xanthus, who tell you, I'm just going to do Sheriff's voice because I don't remember what voice I gave a father. Well, we haven't been able to find anything yet, but one thing you can rest assured, with how much you've helped us, we will contact you as soon as we find anything. Otherwise, I would recommend you get familiar with the town, get familiar with different stuff. And holy shit, what the fuck is this behind me?
It's stealthing.
It is.
Fuck.
And hang on, he has no idea, so he did not say that.
Oh my god.
So we'll be at the tavern if you need us, dear.
Well, thank you very much for telling us. Do keep in mind, we will come to see you as soon as we have more information. For now, rest easy. And you see, like, Father is just right there, actually saying the same thing, and he's like, "Why the graveyard? Why the cemetery? Why? What's the link?" That's essentially what happens there. So, what do you guys want to do?
let's go rest up at that inn.
So Trid, where are you from? By curiosity.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. That's wow.
I travel around. I don't have a particular place I settle.
Ah, that's a lovely lifestyle. I do that myself.
So
She nods at you and she's like, yeah.
Wonderful conversationalists.
God, sorry. This is how she is.
you're like turns left, turns right. He's like, well, this is awkward. Dinner. Would you care to spice up the conversation? Dinner is kind of silent right now.
Astrid says, I'm not quite good at talking to people all the time.
Oh,
I
don't
spend
worry.
a lot of time alone.
Oh, don't worry.
A few drinks will loosen our tongue. How about that?
How does that work? I don't understand.
Oh, darling, drinks on me. I'll show you.
Why would we pour them on you? I don't understand.
Oh, well, if you're into that, my lady.
She squints at you. Are you screwed with me?
Oh, not yet, I ain't.
Oh God.
Welcome to the group, Nathan.
No, it's how the character is too. I'm dying. I'm trying not to laugh so hard.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sue just busts into the bar. Bartender, your strongest drinks. We've got a lady cleric here to get wasted. What girl wasted?
Oh, I don't drink. I don't drink the liquors.
The bartender actually looks at you and wait, you're actually the heroes. You're the guys that helped us. Yeah, you're the guys. The guys are here. The guys are here. And you see like the very few patrons that are in the bar, because let's face it, about an hour ago, this place, the whole town was overrun by goblins. The very few patrons are like, yeah. And you actually have Ameko Kaijitsu right here that looks at the barman and says, everything's on the house.
Oh, darling, I don't want to contradict you, but I think you're going to regret your decision.
Oh my god.
Well, I did promise you guys a week of free meals, free beds, and well, free drinks as well. Let's go. Why do all my female characters have Western accents?
Look, I was going to play a French accent male. You're the one who wanted me to play Southern Belle. So that's on you.
I know, and I love it.
When
free food?
Happen?
Free food, free drinks, free beds.
My character just smiles and says, "Okay, I would just want a full 2 meals right now. I don't care what it is."
Well, sure, but you're actually going to have to find a seat at a table before I bring you food, because I'm not going to have you just eat in the middle of the hall where people can come in, and you actually notice you actually get waved over by this guy right here.
Oh, Mr. Fox?
Yes, Mr. Aldern Foxglove.
Yeah.
There we go. I just tapped the table.
By the way, I don't think hang on, I'm going to turn off the grid on this map.
Yeah. By the way, when that thing happens, when like everybody starts to go like, ah, and they're pointing out to that's the heroes. That Laugh actually takes a little step back and like tries to like blend behind the others, and he just goes like, he's just taking a step back, like, I don't need oh shit. Okay.
Well, thank you guys so much. Oh my goodness. Without you, I would have most very likely have perished against all of those goblins. And wait, well, hang on. Who are you? And where is the weird lady?
The weird lady. Is she pointing at my character?
Yes, like, who are you?
Okay.
And what happened to the weird lady? He's looking curiously at the rest of the party.
My character just stands there, still confused.
Well, this is a very awkward silence. Can you answer my question, if you please?
Well, the other stuck-up lady, she decided to wander off and do some theatrics or something. I don't know. All I know is this wonderful lady right here helped me out right after the battle, stopped me from bleeding out to death.
Yes.
What a wonderful conversation that was.
It's quite fascinating, actually. I haven't had such type of conversation in a while as a proud member of this hero party.
And actually, I do recall that I had to thank all of you properly, and I've actually had the time in the hour that it took you guys to get here to get all my stuff all wrapped up and actually all ready. And here are my thanks. And given that the weird lady isn't here, well, you lady can take this as he gives all of you 50 gold pieces. Each.
Let's say, please, it was nothing really, while grabbing the gold.
And I'm very happy that you find this to your liking. I know it's not much, but it's all I had for now. I felt that you guys all deserved it. Well, especially you, random lady. But also, I had one thing other to ask of you. I'm gonna have to leave for Magnamar, which is a town not too far from here, in a few days. But just before, I'd like to go on a boar hunt in Tickwood and see your guys' prowess in battle. I was wondering if you could accompany me in this boar hunt.
Well, that does sound mighty boring, but I'd be up for it.
My character frowns at your fucking pun.
Oh my god.
Oh god,
My character also
Who said that? Suzette said that pun?
Yes.
Yep. I'm sorry, she's a bit of a
That
catastrophe
little
character,
chuckle,
you know.
like just a little.
My character looks at the pouch of gold you passed to her. Sorry. She looks at it and pushes it back and says, "You can pass that to me after the boar hunting."
Hey.
Why don't what?
I don't feel that I earned it.
Wait, if you want, Devlin can keep it next to his pocket and give it to you once you feel ready.
No, it's okay.
Alright.
Of course. I mean, sure, I can keep it for now. Do rest assured that you will get the entirety of this. Okay. I mean, actually healing this poor woman who has a very, very...
It was the right thing to do. I didn't do it for money.
Well, fair enough. I admire your generosity and your humbleness. And at this point, he essentially just idle chatters with you guys. You get brought a very healthy meal each of... Do you remember that Ameko had a very renowned curry spice salmon that she brings to all of you? She brings some quite strong alcohol to Suzette.
Yeah.
And to
let me know if I need
everybody
to roll
else.
any saves.
I'll have some of that too.
Yeah.
Is everybody taking some of that strong stuff?
And for my friend Devlock here.
Devlin just nods, like, very happily.
So that keeps trying to push alcohol onto Try.
She's
Like, come on,
not.
just one glass. Just one glass.
I've already done it. I know what it does. Not interested.
All right.
Sneaky bastards.
I haven't had the taste of alcohol in weeks. This is fine.
So, actually, at that, she was only fixing to bring you one strong drink before, but she actually looks at the barman and is like, they come to the table, and just on center of the table.
Yeah. Sue pours out a glass to each one of us again, leaving one in front of Try.
Devlock actually raises his glass and goes, "To new friends."
To new friends.
To new friends.
To new comrades.
Oh my god.
I'll drink
Russian
that.
anthem plays in the background. Darn it.
So, does Try not take her drinks during like the whole night? Because if not,
She pretty much asks for water,
okay.
and she always sniffs it before taking a sip.
Ah.
So Devlak. Oh, go ahead.
You know what? I still. You know what? No, if she sniffs, if she really doesn't look like she wants to drink, she won't.
So Devlak, unless somebody stops him,
Oh god.
takes the like after she like pushes away, right, Trin? Devlak kind of takes it afterwards. It's like free drink, right? So at the end of the night, like Devlak is barely walking. He's completely utterly
It's not
wasted.
the end of the night yet. Don't rush it.
Okay, never mind.
Oh.
Then he is much more wasted and much more inebriated than everybody else, I would say.
By the end of the night. It's not the end of the night.
Yes, fair.
The beginning.
And one other thing he's gonna do is Devlak's gonna turn around to Try, and he's like, Trey, I really appreciate you helping Shu, and as your future friend, I would like to give you a goberry, if you would be so kind to accept.
I gotta roll for knowledge on a good berry.
You would know the spell,
dear
man.
God.
Probably.
It is. I am a level 1 cleric, remember, and I rolled a 3 on spellcraft. I'm just like, what's that?
It's a berry.
It's a very filling and tasty berry, and if you ever eat one, it's so gosh darn good. It kind of helps you heal.
But I just ate. I'm already full. I don't need it. I'm not that hungry. I don't know.
It's something that you can keep for maybe tomorrow. It lasts longer than one day.
Oh, okay. She takes it and puts it in a fairly loose pocket.
And at Devlak giving a good berry to Try, Aldern Foxglove is like, oh my, that's a very beautiful gift of generosity there. To tell me, friend dwarf, what is that, and how have you come across this berry that looks very familiar, almost like if it was at the Swallowtail Festival earlier today?
Well, it was free food, right? So I said, well, if it's free food, I'm gonna make better free food, you know? That's how Devlak works. He makes things better, right?
As Sue says, and she's like pocketing a chicken wing.
Oh my god.
You actually have a fat stain starting to come up on your coat there because of the chicken wing. It's like it's just permeating through. You cannot hide it. Did I mention that you're I'm feeling lucky, or what was
the shirt?
Yeah.
No, it's.
Did I mention that it's white with a black thing?
Oh, okay, so you wouldn't do that then. I didn't think of that.
All right. So you guys essentially keep enjoying your meal, and does anybody do anything other?
Actually, well, you know what? At one point, between pouring drinks and like talking and such, she'd start. Suzette would start telling some of the tales that she's heard and things like that, just like to loosen up the atmosphere a little bit and see how. Especially since we have two pretty quiet characters at the table, she'd be doing that to try and keep things lively. And 17 for like kind of oratory, like storytelling and things like that. So
you managed to tell actually really good stories, and that actually really helps the mood around. Whereas it was relatively stale before, like people not necessarily morose, but just like a bit on edge and disconcerted from the day's attack, actually start to loosen up and actually start laughing about what happened, where some goblins were trying to overthrow a cart, but like they were just pushing it back and forth from both sides, and a barrel actually landed on one of the goblins, killing him instantly. Some other goblins just running around, actually accidentally lighting themselves on fire. a whole lot of good stuff. And while this happens, you actually have Mr. Jorkus coming in and say, let's all also remember the star of the day, except for these 4 fine heroes. This horseman, this very, very polite lizard on a horse that was running around with 3 goblins stuck on his lance, running around being chased by half dozen other goblins. It was quite a sight to behold. Oh, to the horseman!
To the horseman!
What?
Can I roll a diplomacy to join Suzette in her storytelling, and also especially as he gets more and more inebriated and his tongue starts to loosen up.
I would say maybe by now you guys are about 3 drinks in. Because remember, right now it would be maybe 6 p.m. It's not time to be drunk just yet.
Well, 3 drinks, if it's the strong stuff, you don't know. It's enough to get his tongue loose.
He did start by taking a few shooters straight away, and then drinking. So
Sure.
Goodness.
You steal the show.
So
he's
apparently,
not trying to steal the show. By the way, he's not trying to.
No, but I mean, she
Silence.
lets, as soon as she sees you talkative, she simply, lets you do it. She was doing that to try and get you guys talking, so.
Okay, because I was gonna say he does try to complement your story, and especially with that kind of role. He's not trying to overtake you and shut you up. He's more trying to help flourish the story along.
All right.
and you actually rolled so well that even Sirdak comes and just sits down quietly and listens to you. He's actually more captivated by your story than about his recounting of the horseman that was being chased by 2 goblins.
Oh my god.
And by the way, he does have a trait which is Illuminator, which is basically that his voice is kind of it's booming and deep, and his voice is actually very the kind of voice people like to listen to. Simply his voice itself.
So as you guys keep chatting around and generally having a good time, you hear a big boom, a slam, as the door to the Rusty Inn opens, and a very old-ish looking, not too happy Tien Man comes into the inn, and he bellows out a sharp-tongued command in a strange language towards Ameko, who looks at him, glares, and just obeys to the command.
Is it Parisian?
Do you guys speak Minkayan?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I can if I cast a spell.
Do you cast a spell?
It's a little late. It'd take too long, I know. Unless he's having a conversation with him.
No.
Okay, then, yeah, never mind.
All right. Otherwise, the other patrons who previously were very, very interested in the story of Detlef and Sue's recounting, even Sirdak's appearance, just turn their gaze away. They start eating at their food again. Otherwise, the older man actually sets his sights on Ameko and just starts coming up. You guys don't understand what he's saying, but he's essentially growling at her.
Oh, shit.
Do you guys do anything?
I just look and see if anybody's going to start something.
Can I try to roll a sense motive on the guy?
Go ahead.
Oof. My sense motive is so high. It's
You know what? I'll roll a sense
I'm
motive
gonna-
as well.
I'm
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah, you don't know
Net
what's-
20 minus 3.
All right. You get the feeling, Sue, that usually a 17 wouldn't give it, but given that's a fucking natural 20, god damn it. You roll rocks in this campaign. I don't know what hack you have, but you roll fucking rocks. You get the sense that this man and Ameko are related, and that they are having a disagreement that's been lasting for a while. and that they are on completely opposed sides.
Now, the
That's-
wisest thing would be to leave family matters as are. I'm not a wise kitty. I'll start making my way over to the bar.
All right. Does anybody else do something?
Devlak, because he wants to follow, tries to awkwardly follow a bit drunkenly. I got your back, Shu.
Oh dear God.
Like, are you sure you want you? Maybe this isn't the best of idea.
Okay, so that
Devlak
roll.
is more paying attention to Devlak, trying to like prevent him from just
So the
keeping his life
roll
out.
it's just the roll I made was for linguistics. See if I can understand the words he was using, and that's a flat 19.
A flat 19.
Yeah.
You hear the word Magnamar. You understand the word cut. And you understand the word get out. The words get out. That's essentially what you understand of that. Given that you don't speak the language, it's already not bad. But
Yeah, no,
you,
that's good.
you really get the sense that this has been going on for a while, and as soon as Sue approaches this person,
She's not approaching the person so much as like heading towards the bar, towards what's her name? The
okay, actually he was barking at Ameko prior, but seeing you come into the bar, he looks at you and just, well, here they are. The freaking heroes who saved Sandpoint.
Yes,
What?
very much so. Thank you for the recognition.
Oh
Mr.
my
Very
God.
much
Have you
so,
walked
sir.
in, says
Thank you
this?
for the recognition. I've been told that the drinks are on the house. Join us at the table.
Don't you understand that you're the people that keep on putting this down in freaking danger? Without you sons of fucking bitches, there wouldn't be no goblins, there wouldn't be no death, and there wouldn't be no fucking shit.
There'd be no town because everybody would be dead probably from all the goblins. So as I heard.
Get out of my fucking town right now. And you just see veins popping. You see he's spitting on you. Your shirt is almost transparent with the amount of spit that landed on it.
So Devlak, after like taking like a decent amount of time, kind of drunk, he's like, "Sure, I would like to say that you look angry, and that's probably because you're hungry. And as we all know, you're not yourself when you're hungry. So
Oh my
here's
God.
a good berry. It might help you with this." And he's
He
like
actually-
tilting left and right, like barely hanging on.
He actually looks at the berry. He looks at you, and for a moment, roll a diplomacy.
Let me just. I think I have horrible diplomacy too. So,
Oh, God.
I have -3 diplomacy.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Your diplomacy is as bad as my sense motive.
Okay, at a 9, yeah. He looks at you, and he reels up, and he just backhands the berry out of your hand. He doesn't actively try to hurt you, but he backhands it. It lands farther on the table of actually these two patrons who just they look up and they're just like, no, fuck that. At that point, Ameko actually comes out with a ladle of soup, and it's just like, Dad, can you leave those people alone? I'm so tired of you always causing this fucking ruckus. And she actually trips on something over here and drops some of the soup on her father, and she's like, oh, you stuck-up bitch.
Hey, you don't speak. I'm sorry, but where I'm from, you don't speak to your own children like that.
Oh, well, I don't need a filthy fucking vagrant to tell me what to do, and even less to attract more trouble into town. Ameko looks at her father and says, Dad, you just leave you leave right now. I'm tired of your shit. You just leave. I'm seeing you guys move around.
Devlak's getting his good berry.
Enraged by what Ameko just said, her father actually just grabs her by the hair, yanks her down to the floor.
Oh no.
Fully
Okay.
enraged.
No, I'm sorry. The second he does that,
Dan, can me and you roll initiative? I want to see if I can act before you.
Okay, yeah, we'll both roll initiative because the second he does that, I don't care if this is the person's. My character doesn't care if it's that's.
You're probably gonna go first, but
what's my initiative?
I don't add my bonuses to the roll 20. It's on my character sheet, so I like to. I'm old school like that. Oh yeah!
You beat it.
Okay, so let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, a little past. I put 15, but
Devlock's picking up Barry.
Yeah, basically.
Do you want to roll initiative too, Remy?
Well, I'm not planning on taking part of the fight, but do you want?
Okay, I haven't really acted yet. Then
No, in that case, don't.
Yeah,
don't do
Detlef
it.
is not trying to take part of this.
All right. So that was. I'm gonna say that was Dad's turn, pulling his daughter's hair and bringing her to the floor. She's just prone and she's in shock. She actually starts to get up and she's just like, "You fucking." That's her turn. Priesty lady, what do you do? Try.
Charge, touch, attack.
Roll for it.
It's fucking not used to this. Oh god. Just a second. Wait.
What's your modifier?
I don't know.
You're getting +2 for a charge.
Well, you know what? I don't even have his stat block, so we're gonna say that was a miss.
Yeah, I got pretty low. It's probably like 6 max. Yeah. So I'm pretty much stopping my turn beside him. Mm-hmm. And my character says, if you don't cease your fucking incessant whining, I'm gonna have to break your mouth.
Roll intimidate.
Oh god, it's gonna be terrible too.
You can do that as just a standard.
Yeah, I think intimidate is the standard though.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's just, she's just saying it. She's not trying to intimidate him. She's just telling him this is a promise.
Okay, he's gonna remember that.
I'm actually gonna roll initiative just to see what act.
And Sue, what do you do?
Actually,
hang on. Just before that, Ameko tells everybody, "Stop! I don't want you guys to kill him. He's just an angry old man." And your turn.
Okay, well, she was halfway through this in her mind, so she's also very much into theatrics, so she's gonna acrobatics, jump onto the counter, and draw her rapier.
Oh my god.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics check. You fucking flip it.
And
how many flips do you do?
Just like it's straight like flip up in the air, but as she lands, she's got her rapier drawn and pointed at him. And as a swift action, she's going to use her Omen once a day swift intimidation check.
Okay.
Just to do that, she's +7, 24. And she's going to
what does she want to do?
Well, I'm going to pair that with an attack call shot to his pants, to his like belt buckle or whatever's holding up his pants.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack that, and I'm gonna say it all at once if it lands properly. I think that hits his belt.
Yeah, that definitely hits his belt.
And it's gonna be 7 damage to his belt, and say, "My dear sir, it's not very manly to lay hand on a woman like that. I suggest you listen to her and leave."
He looks at you, and sorry, Oscar, I'm actually gonna skip your turn. But having that, he looks at you and he says, "You worthless curs!" While his belt having been completely cut. "This was one of Ravanki's things. Do you know how much it cost me and how much time it took? You guys are worthless. I don't need any of this." And he looks at Ameko. "You worthless bitch, you're as dead to me as your mother." And he just runs out as quick as he can run out of the tavern with his pants to his ankles. He actually falls down right in front of Detlef. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Gets up and simply leaves the tavern.
Detlef. No, I won't do that.
Trips him on the way out.
Oh my god.
No, I was thinking of having my shadowy friend trip him.
If you want to try it.
Nah. Detlef wouldn't do that.
I mean, he already tripped in front of you, so.
Detlef simply looks at him and just opens the door for him and goes out.
He essentially he spits on the ground as he leaves. And that's the end of him for now. And you actually see Ameko just crumble down to the floor, essentially crying, and she's just looking at her soup ladle, and she's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna need a new ladle now. I'm not gonna serve soup in this. No fucking way after touching that man."
I say, are you okay, dearie?
I'm
Standing
fine.
from on top of the bar, the sword still out.
I mean, I'm fine, but can you get down from there? It's not very sanitary.
I'm sorry. And she'll try and be fancy jumping down, but knowing how things like this work. Yeah.
Oh no!
I fucking called it.
You try to gracefully go, but in your attempts to be theatrical, you actually just do up and whoop. You just fall straight face down right by her, and you're essentially here prone.
That might have been one drink too many.
Dan, I don't know how, but in the last 2 sessions, you've been rolling, I don't know how many nat 20s and nat 1s.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like real life.
Yeah, it's when I'm in his campaigns too. It's like not 20s or not 1s. There's no middle ground.
When your character's on the ground and my character looks at you and says, "See, this is why I don't drink." It makes me weak.
From the ground, she just says, "Well, at least it had the coordination when it mattered. Can you help me up?"
Yes, you were half drunk and you sliced a man's belt without touching his crotch. Good job.
She reaches a hand upwards to ask.
My character pulls you up.
And Ameko actually helps pull you up as well. And she's like, "Oh goodness, thank you people so much for your help. First the goblins, and then all the stories in the tavern, and now actually helping me deal with my dad. You guys are incredible. You know what? You're staying here 2 weeks, free of charge, free meals, free booze, anything you want. Just not my body."
Oh, that sounded specific. I was fine with just the booze and the food.
Can I get more berries? I'm kind of low on my supply. That would be appreciated. Thank you very much.
How many do you need?
How many can I get?
I mean, last time I rolled a d4 for this. Now I'm going to roll a d10. 3.
You get all the berries.
I get all the
I'm
yes.
sorry, our stock was quite low. We put out a lot for the festival, but here you go. She gives you 3 berries. Well, she has the barmaid come give you 3 berries. I would like to have you all roll a knowledge look.
God, what?
Good
I don't even
damn.
have that train.
You cheating bastard!
I swear.
God
Oh my
damn it.
god. And I think
It's the
only
southern
Detlef is
gods.
left.
They're helping me.
Oh God, with their incest and drinking.
I mean, I'm doing one of the two, so.
Oh,
It's the
that's
drinking.
why
The
you're not
drinking.
getting only
God
20s. Now you know what to do.
Through the chat of the tavern, you learn that this man is called Lonjiku Kaijitsu. He is, in fact, her father. They have a very long-standing, difficult relationship, and even more so with the death of Ameko's mother 5 years ago. And Dan, I'm actually going to send you this because you rolled a goddamn nat 20 again.
I swear, I don't have anything to do except being lucky.
You essentially remember this after hearing it off of one of your nights of drunken stupor.
Okay.
And when you hear the name Longiku Kaijitsu, you're like, oh, right, that explains it. And
Well,
you see,
I
like,
don't say anything out loud.
okay, yeah, just in your mind, you essentially have that, and you understand now why Ameko is essentially crying.
Yeah.
And by now, you know what? Let's get to cleaning. I'm gonna need a well-cleaned level now because Jackass Stew is not on the menu. And all of the patrons in the tavern are like, yeah, fuck that guy.
My character puts like kind of like pats her on the back, says, "Yeah, dad suck." Generally, you just want to get ripped and then beat them up, and that's how you shut them up.
Hemlock is like big eyes, just like, you guys have a really weird relationship with y'all. And poof, kind of falls on the floor, kind of like losing his stupor. You're
Oh
like,
my god.
Can somebody help me up? I think I took a tad bit too many drinks this night.
Detlef, who was halfway through the door, and turns around and goes in to go and pick you up. And he's dead. Actually, behind him, something else follows to go and help him out because he's not the strongest.
So by now it's maybe about 7 p.m. The ambiance is starting to come back. Sirdak is helping to keep the lighter mood that Ameko brought up. Everybody gets a free serving of drinks and food for that disturbance. I'm going to let you guys get back at the table with Aldern, who was just admiring your act of courage again, and people are starting to sing your praise and are complimenting Sue on her agility and on the flatness of Lanjiku's ass.
Okay. What's that shadow thing again? Can my character see it?
Yes, you can see it.
So my character just sticks her hand, just goes waves back and forth through it.
You
it
can
go through
actually
it?
touch it.
My character actually, it's like physical.
Yeah.
Okay, so my character touches like, this better not be undead.
If you have detect undead, it doesn't detect as one. But it does tend to vanish very well.
No, that's what my character says. My character literally just straight up says, this better not be undead.
Your character may want to join the rest of the party.
Well, I'm just telling you this. Anytime it steps into the shadows, it tends to vanish or be very hard to see.
It goes underneath the table. Where'd it go?
So my character looks at you and says, so is it undead?
It is not to worry.
Okay, good enough.
And I like the fact that you guys are actually two tall characters, so the way you're sitting right now, you can actually just talk over Hemlock.
I feel
My
like
character is actually 5'1" after rolling it earlier, so.
I feel like Devlike's kind of like having a bit of a nap while they're talking, just kind of like.
Sue, what are you doing while they're having this conversation?
Oh, if they're talking with that, she's talking with Mr. Fox. Just talking about the town and different things.
Okay.
What? She's just being hospitable.
Stealth check against whom, Remy?
Everyone, I
There's
guess.
nobody in particular. It's just to vanish
Wait.
in the shadow of the table.
The shadow goes under the table and you make it vanish.
Practically.
Okay, you just well, do people see him going under the table? Or the stealth checks after it's under the table?
Even then, it's in the open.
Yeah, okay, so I see it go under the tables.
Well, it's
for a
the
second or
moment
two.
it steps into the shadow, it gets concealment.
Yeah, no, I just want to know, like, you can see it go underneath the table. So Sue waits a few seconds and goes, whoa, you're getting handsy there, Mr. Fox.
Oh my god.
Or is that something else? What's down there?
Well, I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, you have a very, very fluffy breast, but that's all I know.
Look, you're just looking at you two, confused and scared.
I'm just trying to start shit.
By now, once all those shenanigans are done, Sheriff Hemlock comes into the bar and says, "Oh, my friends, where are you, my friends?"
My character just raises her hands.
Ah,
Her hand, not both. God damn it!
Hi. Hi.
I swear, officer, it's legal.
I'm gonna have to search you later, but please come with us. We have uncovered important stuff, and we would need you to come with us. It is about what we've discussed earlier. And you see, he's like trying to not say everything, but just enough so that you guys get the message.
Hangetsu, can I have this on the road? Or sorry, what was it? I keep forgetting what's the name of the bartendress.
Okay.
Amaiko.
Amaiko, can I have this one on the road? And she like points to like her cup full.
You know what? She did not notice your previous sleight of hand to get that chicken wing. So she's like, "Oh, okay, sure. How much do you want?"
Oh, I want to bring the mug with me. I'll bring it right back.
Oh,
Chug,
sure.
chug,
Go ahead.
chug.
Go ahead and go right ahead.
All right. So she gets up and she's like, whatever kind of mug mead the thing she has, she's still drinking that.
So you guys essentially are leaving the Rusty Dragon, and as you're walking up, the sheriff actually starts just asking you guys questions like, well, first of all, thank you again so much for your help with the goblins. Catwoman, what's your name again? Sue. Tell me, what are your plans for the future? I see you have a very, very good sense of combat.
Oh, well, I'll just make my way town by town, get to know the local folk, make a few coins, and then I'm off for my next adventure. Just living the life of a swashbuckler, as you could say.
Oh, well, in that case, you may, if you wish, you may make a few coins serving our militia and being a help on the watch.
Oh, certainly, as long as I don't have to deal with the asshole that's Amako's dad.
Well, Lunchiku, forget about that guy. He's been an ass ever since the late unpleasantness. He's never changed, and we generally just ignore him because he's not even worth our attention. He doesn't do much fuss except for bothering Ameko, but she's never been one to make a big deal out of it.
Oh, then I don't see no problems.
And you, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Pale Man?
Let's just say that where I come from, such skills are needed for survival.
Where is it you come from?
Not a place you'd be familiar with. It's similar to here, but very different.
Very interesting. I hope that we can talk about it over a glass of water, since I do not drink. Very well. And what are your plans for the future, sir?
I'm not. I'm looking for a place to call home. A place that would take me in.
Well, with the service of yourself and your, he notices your shadow, your guy. I'm sure that we can try to find some accommodations for you. And does he need a place as well, or?
No. Especially, he doesn't need a place to sleep or food or anything.
My character pipes up. That sounds like undead to me. Are you lying?
It isn't undead. An extension of myself.
That still sounds like undead.
Very well. I'm sure we can find some accommodations here if you'll grace us with your presence for at least a short term. And yourself, try. Actually, I know of your talents. We've talked a few times, but what are your own future aspirations?
Sorry, who are you talking to?
You.
Try.
The character just like kind of like blanks out for like, oh shit. I just wander around I came from a town that I don't care. Like, it's not important. Don't worry about it. I just wander around and fight for what's right and stuff. Yeah.
Ah, lady of taste.
I must say, so far you guys have all very, very similar past and seem to have similar expectations. I think you people might get along quite well. I'm sorry, little friend. I had not seen you back there behind everybody.
You see that he's still like a bit out of the haze. Like he still like just woke up from his nap. He's like, yes, yes, sir.
Oh, tell me, what are your future dreams? What do you expect to become?
Well, I recently dreamed I was in a place with unicorns and all that. But if you're talking future dreams, I would like to stay with friends. That one. Two, I would like to have some teeth. You see, I'm missing teeth, like right here, like right from left to right. I would like to have some wooden teeth to stop speaking this weird way. And three, my dream is to have enough money to house my friends at my future wine place. I'm gonna make some wine. Everybody's gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing. Those are my dreams. So if you need me to stick with my friends, I don't mind. And then big smile with like toothless smile.
Oh my god.
So essentially, the sheriff talks to you guys about all that. Imagine now that you're in the cathedral, and Father Xantus says, he's gonna have the same voice as sheriff, whatever. We found some traces in the graveyard out back. I don't exactly understand why, but they seem to be leading to just a little what's the name of it? Goodness, in the vault where the remains of previous priests are kept. I don't know what happened there, but if you guys could go take a look, I would much like it. And Sheriff answers to him, "You are going to stay here. Myself and our newfound comrades are going to go in."
Nobody touches the giblets of a corpse but me. I mean,
As I take
I'm
a
kidding.
sip, of course. I'm just drinking in the cemetery.
my kid. Just a second. You piece of shit.
What?
No, Dan. Fucking Dan. Yeah, okay. I'm not oblivious to this. You're just looking at you going, what the fuck are you doing?
I had my ale to go. I'm drinking it.
Not in a graveyard.
Yeah, I'm toasting them. To yous. All of yous. Hope you had a good life. I hope y'all had a good life. Just takes another sip.
Can you, like, leave the cup behind? It's pretty disrespectful.
Really?
Pretty sure the dead don't appreciate you drinking over their corpses.
Pretty sure the dead don't know I'm drinking over their corpses.
Oh,
Here,
they
have
know.
some. And she pours a little bit on top of one. Here, have a drink.
Oh my god.
My character puts her hand on her face. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure I can confirm the dead do not know you're drinking above their graves.
Well, it depends on if if their soul is trapped here, but...
Well then, if their soul's trapped here, I think a little drink of alcohol is the least of their problems. I think they'd need it. So let's see what all the hubbub is about. And you know what? She leaves it on one of the tombstones. So I'll be back for it later, I guess.
Excellent.
Sheriff looks at you, Sue, and says, "That is extremely disrespectful."
My character flips up her arms. Thank you.
She goes back to the entrance and leaves the mug, like, right on the stone pillar, whatever's closest to the entrance. I'll be back for you later.
Essentially, from the information you guys gathered, the place that's been looked at was this place right here. But you guys are free to explore the cemetery at your will. So
All right.
what do you do?
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Where do you cast Detect Magic?
Right now I'm looking in this direction, but I'm gonna look around with it. Sweep a bit as I look around, try to find any source of magic.
You sense no magic except for just like remaining bits and pieces of magic here from the priests coming in and blessing the place. Otherwise, in the general area where you are, you don't sense any magic.
Okay.
Looking at the place they mentioned.
I just look around slightly. Every now and then I'll like take my rapier out and like poke something on the ground.
You poke grass.
Pretty much. It was just like anything that looks a little bit off. It's like, oh, okay, no, that looks normal. Do I see any tracks or anything on the ground?
That's not what I wanted to do.
Sheriff comes to you and every time you poke the ground says, "That's extremely disrespectful."
Actually, about to say, I'm gonna. So I asked the sheriff. So what was it you found, or that you detected, that was out of place?
We saw that the door to this area here is slightly ajar, and given how you guys handled the goblins, I feel that maybe just a goblin went inside and got trapped there. But I feel that you guys are the best ones to actually take care of that.
Oh, is that a mausoleum?
I rolled a perception, 17 plus 3. I'm gonna investigate with my eyes and ears in this area.
You see a door that hangs slightly ajar, just a few degrees off. Otherwise, it looks like a sepulchre with the names of different people written on the actual face door. You would assume that this is just the names of the priests that are actually buried here.
I was just listening in to if there was any noises coming from with the same perception.
You do not hear noises.
Okay.
And Detlef?
I have my Eidolon step in, like just on the other side of the door though, and do a perception, and his perception was 6. So not very high.
As soon as your Eidolon starts opening the door to move in, it gets attacked.
And that's where we'll leave it for this week.